Big Sky newcomer of the year. Now he came, 7-10 miles down the road to play for Washington State, and he is broken out big time for Kyle Smith. We're underway. You're at Beasley Coliseum in Pullman. Number 8, Arizona and Washington State. Greg Heister, Eldridge, Rakasner, Larson, Balla with a catch. Wells, a junior college transfer there defensively. Balla missed the shot, but another chance for Arizona.
Balla dropped his shoulder big time, and there's Caleb Love right out of the gate here. Knock it down to 3. Balla's dropped his shoulder, Greg. If I'm him, I'm going to be careful because he may pick up an offensive foul. But that was a set play out of the pick and roll to try to get it down low to him.
Caleb Love, a 32% shooter from behind that line, connects from deep to begin. Wells will try to answer. That missed everything. Jones there. The putt back goes. 3-2.
Yeah, that's Isaac Jones' game right there around the basket. He's really, really good. Has a nice soft touch.
Larson. There's Boswell now in his sophomore year for Arizona. What a story he's become.
We talked about it in the pregame, Greg, just how well he is for a point guard as a sophomore. He's a strong dude.
And Larson missing from that corner 3. He's been red hot from there at the other end. Washington State running the floor. And Cliff with the easy 2. Oscar, another transfer, making his mark from Cochise, California, Cochise College in Arizona. Balla the catch.
That's a nice high low. You don't usually see him that low. Johnson was at the free throw line, just threw it over the top to pick Balla for the easy lay-in.
And Omar doesn't miss many.
I like the focus Tommy Lloyd going to his big man, getting them involved here early.
Clough, a lot of contact.
Yeah,
right jump hook.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Yes, that touch goes.
Yeah, the big fella Clough with the nice touch. Ballo's being real aggressive offensively and defensively. At some point, I think it's going to come back and bite him, though, Greg.
And he'll jump hook it.
He said, take that and bite on that, Eldridge.
7-6. Good start offensively for both teams here in Pullman. Arizona has hit 3 of 5. Cougars have hit 3 of 4. Here's Yakimovsky. Step back. He can shoot the 3. Jones now, one-on-one.
He's got his hands full with Isaac Jones down there on the block. Keyshawn Johnson, that is. He picks up the foul.
First foul of the game goes against Arizona, but this is what Arizona's going to try to do all game long.
Yeah, they're going to try to go high low. They're getting the ball inside to that big guy Balla here early. That's just a nice job of high low to the big fella. And then he comes and shows us he's got a nice little jump hook as well, Greg. Off to a good start.
Balla connects on 63% of his shots.
Well, he's not
number one mark in Arizona history.
He's not one of those 7-foot guys that's going to be out on the perimeter shooting threes. You don't have to worry about that. He's not coming out of the paint too much at all.
And what a start to the career of Tommy Lloyd as a head coach in Tucson. I mean, the numbers are crazy. After 2 years, 61 wins, an NCAA record. Can get to 89 this year. He'll set the record for three years.
Yeah, as you said, this is off to a fantastic start, but he's a great coach. I really love the way he handles his teams.
Skip to the corner.
Oh, great block.
Hand on that shot. Loose ball grabbed by Larson. And now Love faked the 3, got Yakimovsky in the air. The drive miss. Jones clears it.
Oh, that was a great block by Isaac Jones down there on Pella Larson, who thought he had a good look at a 3.
Yakimovsky from the corner. Great vision from the point guard, Miles Rice. But Andre can't connect. And that is stripped away and a foul called. This will be on Washington State's Miles Rice, his first. There's the head coach for Washington State, Kyle Smith, now in his 5th season. And he equally has done a fantastic job rebuilding this program into the postseason the last 2 years. This is a team that if it can get hot on the Pac-12 schedule, I believe it can get to the NCAA tournament.
I agree with you 100%, Greg. Went down to California and beat USC, who's got NBA guys on their roster, but Kyle Smith went down there and took it to him. So as you said, he's just done a fantastic job here in Pullman. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Cougars make the tournament.
Boswell missed both free throws. Loose ball into the corner. It'll be Washington State basketball, but to put a cap on the Kyle Smith story, this is a program that lost T.J. Bamba, Muhammad Gay, Justin Powell, D.J. Rodman, a team a year ago that went to Tucson and beat a top 5 ranked Arizona team.
Just imagine if they had some of those guys here this season. Boy, they'd be loaded. Boswell, surprisingly, a 91% free throw shooter, coming into this would miss them both.
Yeah, they didn't look good either. Jones, great.
He's hanging on to it a little bit too long, Greg.
Got the shot up, left it short, loose, and look at the tie-up. There are 8 hands on that basketball, and possession arrow favors Washington State. Literally, there were 8 hands.
It was. I hope one of the photographers got a shot of that, because that's my first time seeing 4 guys all on the ball at the same time.
It'll be one of those kind of days in Pullman. This is a big game. Of course, Arizona went on the road and lost to Stanford. So they do have blemishes on this record. Jones creating space. Jump hook won't go. Larson, big rebound.
You can see Kyle Smith likes that matchup with Isaac Jones versus Keishad Johnson. He's gone to him 3 times in a row. Missed that one.
Balla posting up again. Yakimovsky. Larson shot won't go. Jones with the rebound. And now Miles Rice left it for Clough. Oscar goes to work on Balla. Oh, left hand goes.
Hey, hit him with a little dream shake and it dropped off the left-handed jump hook. Big Oscar Clough, gorgeous. The refs are letting them play too, Greg. It's a physical game so far.
8.5 points a game, almost 5 rebounds. Here's Johnson. Great cut by Larson. Defense is there. Did he travel? He did. And Larson in dismay looking at the official, but that's a turnover, and that'll give it back to Washington State.
The game, as you mentioned, broad shoulders, not afraid to shoot the 3, and definitely not afraid to dunk on somebody.
And loves the spotlight. Of course, he's a transfer from Carolina, but he scored 30 against UCLA in the Sweet 16 round of the NCAA tournament. Followed it up with 28 against Duke in the semifinal before their season was ended. Oh, what a finish by Jalen Wells, the junior from Sacramento.
And this young fella's coming into his own, Greg. Didn't play a whole lot early in the non-conference season, but he's been stepping up, and as you mentioned, a gorgeous drive. Not afraid of the moment, because it's intense out there. I'm watching here from the sideline. I tell you what, Arizona is getting after it defensively.
And there's the high-low game again to Umar Balla. You just throw it up. He's so gifted at catching and finishing.
Well, he's doing a fantastic job of sealing his defender.
Miles Rice.
We're trying to go to that Isaac Jones, Keishad Johnson matchup again. Kyle Smith likes this.
Spin to the baseline. Elevated, and there's a foul on Clough, I believe, on that rebound. And that'll be his first, team second. Another look at what Jalen Wells just did.
He can shoot the 3 ball, so you have to honor him out there outside the line, but he's able to put the ball on the floor too and finish the contact. That may have been a foul right there, Greg. Should have been an and one from my perspective.
He's 6'8", 205, a junior. Transferred from Sonoma State. He was a Division II All-American.
That's a nice pickup for Kyle Smith and his staff.
I think they were trying to substitute one of the Arizona players, but there was a problem with the uniform. KJ Lewis now on the floor, the freshman from El Paso, Texas. And so is Jaden Bradley. Here's Balla inside. He's fouled.
That's a nice job by Balla, giving the pump fake. Getting the defender off his feet. He's a veteran player. A nice pass by Caleb Love.
And both coaches getting to the bench here. Ruben Chinyelu picks up that personal foul for the Cougars.
Man, that's one of my concerns that I mentioned to you when we were off there, Greg. Is Chinyelu ready for this level of competition against some veteran guys that really know how to play?
Balla, a 44% free throw shooter. Missing there. Yeah, Chinyelu, an interesting story. NBA Academy Africa player. Freshman out of Nigeria.
Yeah, I don't know how Kyle Smith is doing it. He's the 3rd guy. F.A. Abagidi a few years ago, and Muhammad Gay, of course, who got drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. But this is the 3rd guy from the NBA African Academy, and I tell you what, he's going to be a nice-looking player, too, in a couple of years.
Modiaeus Kribis, number 14 on the floor for the Wildcats. Balla gets the rest. And this is Miles Rice, 14 points a game in his first year of action for Washington State. Survivor of Hodgkin's lymphoma, Chinyelu has it taken away by Kribis. Back comes Arizona.
That's a nice idea by Miles Rice, but that was a bad pass, and Caleb Love with a good look, couldn't get it to go.
How about that rebound from Larson? But it's taken away by Wells, and now Rice into the middle. And Wildcats do a great job to get back defensively. Yakimovsky stripped by Larson. And now it's Arizona with the numbers. Larson down the lane, and the lay-in goes, and we're tied at 12.
That was just absolutely beautiful by Taylor Larson. Got the steal, went coast to coast with it, tucked it like a running back, and was able to finish.
He did tuck it.
He did.
He kind of cupped it on his way in there. Kept it away from the defender. And you got to be careful with Arizona. Now, they've played 15 games this year. On 20 different occasions, they've had runs of 10-0 or better.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And another possession arrow. This one will give it back to Arizona. So you got to be careful. And oftentimes these runs are started on the defensive end.
Yeah, just like this right here, as we see Yakimovsky trying to drive, but Taylor Larson just picks his pocket, keeps his head up, and tucks that ball right there, and a strong finish. I've been impressed with Arizona's defense, not only in transition, but in half court as well. We're tied here at 12. This should be a good one.
Well, they've got size, they've got length, they've got athleticism. They better be able to defend.
They got all the pieces. You're right about that.
Larson at Chinyelu. Got around Chinyelu, but missed the shot.
Boy, that length of Chinyelu bothered him.
Here's Jones. Miles Rice. Yet to take a shot for Washington State. Keep an eye on that. Wells.
You see Arizona doing a good job in that pick and roll defense. Their guys are fighting over the top. Oh, nice look.
Oh, Rice back defensively to take the loose ball away. Down the lane with flash and finish.
Yeah, a little bit of contact on that play too, but as you said, he's able to finish through it. Miles Rice, he kind of reminds me of Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs, Greg. That's who he reminds me of when I see him out there.
I love the comparison.
He can get to the basket.
Lewis. Larson leaves it, hangs it.
That's a funny looking push shot, but he got it to go.
Tied at 14. Larson off to a good start for Arizona. So Arizona now 6 of 13. Washington State 6 of 12. Oscar Clough will be checking in a moment. So will Johnson for Arizona. Yakimovsky corner three. Bingo.
Man, that's what the Cougars need right there. He's a guy that can shoot the rock, and if they're ever going to need it, they're going to need it here today, and yak him. Oh, you know I've been wanting to say it.
Yes, you have, and the answer at the other end.
Caleb Love said, if you like yak him, here you go. Eldridge McCall, yak him for me, baby.
Caleb Love from downtown. He's 2 of 3 from behind the arc. And smooth with that release.
Yes, he is. But look at him close out on Jalen Wells. He won't let that entry pass get there.
Wells, he'll fire away. Looks good.
He can shoot the basketball, Greg. As I mentioned earlier in the season, he wasn't playing a lot, but he's becoming one of the most valuable guys for Washington State.
And defense inside Chinyelu making it difficult. But another chance in it, and it falls off the rim again by Krivas.
Yeah, Krivas had 2 really good looks at it. Impressed with the fact that he was staying with it, but he couldn't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, we've talked all first 7 minutes or 10 minutes of this game for Arizona, how explosive Caleb Love is. But how about Miles Rice in the open?
3 differences between Tucson and Pullman.
And I reminded him, look, you spent a lot of years in Spokane and in Western Washington. That's Spokane 70 miles to the north. You're all good with cold. And he's like the blood's already thinned out after 3 years in Tucson.
It's not bothering him, but I guarantee it bothered his players. It's one of them games you warm up with gloves on, man. It's so cold outside.
And we should take a moment to thank our crew, led by Eric Foster, Jamie Woodhouse. We're broadcasting a game that we were unsure we were going to be able to broadcast a little over an hour ago. That weather froze the truck literally, like diesel freezes when it gets that cold. And so, man, did they scramble and put together our opportunity this afternoon to bring you the game. So congrats to them. Thank you to them and the entire crew. And Washington State now up by 5. Caleb Love with the basketball. Jade Mullins, number 3 on the floor for the Cougars, a sharpshooter. Driving in all the way to the rim, K.J. Lewis.
That was a nice drive by K.J. Lewis. And what created that opportunity for him was the pick and roll. When the big man rolled to the basket, his guy had to help, and that gave him an opportunity to get a good clean drive to the basket.
But a good defensive team can't give up a straight line drive, can
they? No, not like that. They got to talk better on that pick and roll.
Isaiah Watts, number 12 on the floor. So is Kamani Hawinsu. He's got the basketball for the Cougars. Yakimovsky, the drive, left it. Clough can't handle it. Bradley battles. Clough threw it off the back of the glass. Arizona ball.
That was a nice pass by Yakimovsky. I don't think Clough thought he was going to pass it. I think Clough was thinking he was going to shoot, and he wasn't ready for it.
Yakimovsky goes out of the game. He's replaced by Jalen Wells. So Wells got a breather, but not a long one. And it's been interesting to watch his progression this season. Came off the bench in the early part of the year, but you can tell that 6'8", the ability to score, Kyle Smith wants him on the floor.
Oh, he needs him on the floor.
Under 10 to play in this opening half. Lewis. And that's Watts. Now Johnson from the elbow. Jump shot good.
That's a nice job of flashing to the ball by Kashi Johnson, because Barlow was being double teamed down there on the block, which created that little 15-foot jumper for him.
Johnson, the transfer from San Diego State. Of course, he too has great experience in the NC2A tournament. Got to the championship game a year ago with the Aztecs.
Yeah, he's a fantastic athlete, Greg. I had a chance to call this game when he was at San Diego State a few years ago. He can flat out jump out of the gym.
Look at Mullins and Boswell. Mullins is stripped on the way up, and credit to Boswell. Mullins not shooting the ball well this year for three, but this was the best shooter in the Pac-12 a year ago at 43%.
43%, you're absolutely right. He's struggling a little bit this year, and I'm surprised to see him put the ball on the floor that much, because that's not really his game.
Here's Hawinsu with 3 on the shot clock, falling away. Corner 3 goes.
That's a big-time shot right there by Hawinsu, who's not known for his three-point shooting, but he had no choice but to put that one up and got it to go.
Just the 2 feet were on the line. Okay. Cougars up by 3.
Washington State mixing up their defense, Greg, going a little bit zone.
And Lewis, oh, he missed the easy one. Ballo got it back. Another chance for Arizona.
That had to slip off his hand or something, because there's no way. Talk about a chippy.
Look at the movement. Johnson, wing 3, short. Watts with the rebound.
Yeah, good job by Washington State.
Wells drives off the glass. Too hard.
They're letting them play, Greg. Looks like there was some contact on that play, too, but I like it.
I'm actually loving it. Corner 3 is off. Wells clears the miss. And Arizona now 9 of 22, 40.9%. Cougars 9 of 16, 56%. That's a deep 3 from Wells.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the shot Kyle Smith wanted right there. You're absolutely right. That was deep. And early in the shot clock.
Quick, yeah, I was going to say that. Great give. Ballo blocked from behind by Hawinsu. And now the pass to the corner 3 is off. Ballo will go up again, but a whistle. And this will go against Arizona.
His body's going all over everywhere down there in the paint, Greg. They're letting him play, and the ref finally calls the foul.
2 of the last 11, they haven't scored now in better than 2 minutes. This is a team that prides themselves on the offensive end.
Well, they came into this game shooting 50% from the field. So far, they're shooting 36%. Some of that you have to credit to Washington State defense, but they've also missed some chippies right at the rim, Greg.
And the officials are letting both teams, it's been consistently called, but they're letting them both play. A lot of contact at the rim.
They're definitely letting them play. I like it, though.
I do, too, frankly. 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Miles is going to have to get going.
Rice against Larson, 3 on the way. Loose ball. Kenyelu battling with Johnson. Rubin and Johnson get tied up. A little extracurricular. And possession arrow goes to the Cougars.
Well, Chinyelu's just a freshman, but he's not going back down. As I mentioned, he's got a lot of potential, Greg. A fantastic athlete. Just a little bit raw on the offensive end.
Came in with 20 blocks on the season. 1.2 blocks a game. And limited minutes.
I mean, look at Arizona. They're just denying passes 40 feet away from the basket.
And look, the ball again a long way away, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Rice. Larson right up under him. And now Wells the drive. Haynes missed everything. Jones had it. Ballo with it. Larson on the move. They throw to the post. And great defense. Wells, the deflection away.
That was a nice job by Wells fighting around to get that steal because Barlow was much bigger, had the mismatch down there in the paint, but not a great pass by Petal Lawson either.
Chinyelu. There's the dig by Larson. Jump hook won't go. Johnson clears it. Pelle Larsson now with his head up. Johnson left wide open three on the ways off to the right of the rim.
Yeah, there's a reason I think that he was wide open like that. He's not a fantastic three-point shooter, Greg, but he had no choice but to shoot that one left wide open.
Yeah, 35.9 for Johnson from behind the three line. Yakomowski lost it on the way up, but went right to Chinyelu, and Rubin connects.
They talk about being in the right place at the right time. Yakomowski thought he had an advantage down there on the post. Mishandled a little bit, but went right to Chinyelu.
Rubin's first field goal, and now Larson trying to get things going for Arizona. Love, corner three is short. Long rebound, ran down by Johnson. Another chance. Boswell trying to step through Wells. Good defense. And Jones grabs it out of the air.
Yeah, great defense right there. The step through didn't work for Boswell due to the good defense. Washington State is making it really, really tough for Arizona to get anything into the paint. They're getting some good looks from three, but as you mentioned, they can't knock him down.
And Yakomowski. That was 50 feet in the air, that one.
He's feeling good about it too, Greg. He's looking over at the fans saying, yeah, baby, that's what I do. Washington State and Kyle Smith's job of scouting.
All right, you're Tommy Lloyd. You're coming out of a timeout with the basketball. You haven't hit a shot in 10 attempts. Cougars on a 7-0 run. Where's Eldridge Kastner going? I'm
going to try to go inside to my big fella Barlow and try to get a high percentage shot, but Washington State is in their zone. They're going to have to find some seams in there, and that's where they go. You can play inside out. If they don't help, you just got it one-on-one down there with Chinyelu.
Barlow creating space. Missed it. Got it back. Putback goes. Now that's a rebounder there.
Yeah, that's a big man right there, Greg. He's a big dude. He missed it, but he stayed with it. And able to score on the offensive rebound putback.
Chinyelu was in position. Barlow still got the rebound.
But Barlow's got a little bit of a weight advantage over him. If I'm Arizona, that's where I would go the next time down the court as well.
There's Yakomowski with the catch. 10 on the shot clock. Jones a long way away against Larson. Barlow there to help. Oh, the touch, the power, the finish.
Yeah, that's a fantastic finish, but that's a mismatch right there for Isaac Jones. If Petal Larson is going to try the guy, he's going to cook him down there.
Jones with 6. Larson the catch and finish. The pass to the rim by Love. Great offense.
Yeah, just like that. Isaac Jones took his eye off his man. And Pelle Johnson was just an easy cut to the basket and a great pass by Caleb Love.
And now Arizona with back-to-back buckets.
They're going to send some help, Greg. Pelle Larson cannot guard Isaac Jones down there in the post. I'm telling you that.
Maybe that'll come after the timeout. Arizona 12-3, ranked number 8. They have great victories against Duke, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Alabama. But they also lost at Pauley Pavilion against Stanford a few weeks ago, 82-100. And so perhaps Arizona starts to feel a little of that. Is it starting to feel familiar and inspired to play well?
You're right. For a big game, they didn't look tight at all. But Jones is a stud, Greg. And they still have Pelle Larson on him. And I'm telling you, I don't think that's a good matchup for Arizona.
Trying to get the ball in. Barlow sends it back.
Yeah, how about that? Is Miles Rice taking the ball out of bounds, but his big Barlow, that's defending it. That size.
And he's got arms forever. Yeah. Jones with a catch, and there's the foul. A lot of contact. Pelle Larson going for the steal.
And you can see how intense Arizona's defense is. They're denying even on the out-of-bounds plays. Tommy Lloyd's not going to be upset about that. That's just the way they play. They try not to give you anything.
That's 2 on Larson, 5 on Arizona.
It just wasn't a good matchup for me personally with Larson on Jones. I just think Jones is too good down there in the post. It has a little bit of a size advantage.
And that second foul on Larson puts him on the bench. Yakomowski has it deflected away.
That's the second time, though, Greg. I don't think Clough was ready for the pass. I think he's thinking that Yakomowski will try to go up and score.
Got to be ready.
Yes, sir.
Rice again under the basket. He'll go out on top. Wells with the catch.
Yeah, Isaac Jones has a mismatch again with KJ Lewis on him.
Rice found a soft spot, missed it long. Yakomowski, the deflection, but Bella picked it up. And now Love in the open floor. Again, no whistle. Arizona's bench upset. There was no call.
Yeah, they're letting him play.
And Jones at the other end then gets the whistle. And Tommy Lloyd is beside himself.
Yeah, he's turning red like that shirt. I thought it was a good no call, though. Caleb Love went to the basket. This was good defense. They've been consistent, the officials, that is. They've been consistent just letting the guys play through some physical contact.
So Jones back at the free throw line. He's hit both free throws today. He's got 6.6 rebounds. And the touch looks good there.
And 72% free throw shooter on the season. Yeah, it looked like a little bit of contact with the legs, but up top, it was clean, so the refs just let it go.
I think Coach Lloyd is okay if you're not going to call that, but you can't.
Don't call it on the other end.
Right?
Yeah, I agree with him.
They've let him play all game.
Yeah.
Been a lot of contact on just about every possession that results in a bucket up under the basket. Cougars up by 8, nearing the 3-minute mark of this first half. Lewis, here's Johnson. Wells there defensively and affected the shot, got the rebound.
Just good defense. You know, stayed in front of his guy, Johnson. Just put his hands up, didn't bail him out with a foul. It forced him into a tough shot.
Skip Yakomowski the catch. And now Oscar Clough. Backing it on Cleave's jump hook. Missed it. Loved the rebound.
I like the move. He was a little bit off that time, but I like the move from Big Clough.
Arizona 2 of their last 15. That one's off. Yakomowski, so it's one shot and out.
Yeah, you got to credit Washington State's defense. They've done a good job of scouting Arizona's sets. And they're right there in their face, making them take tough shots, not bailing them out with fouls.
Backdoor cut. Clough missed Yakomowski.
They tried to take that shot, Greg, because they're giving it to him. He can make that 17-footer.
And Love with his third rebound. Caleb looking to feed the post and does. And a foul on the spin. And this will be on Oscar Clough. And that'll be his second personal foul, 4 on Washington State.
Well, one of the things Arizona does on a consistent basis is their bigs do a rim run and they try to seal you right there in front of the basket. That time they were able to get it into Big Cleavis. He was able to draw the foul. But Barlow does the same thing, Greg. That's the first thing they like in transition is that big guys a rim run and try to seal you right there in front of the rim.
Here's Lewis. And now Love. Jaden Bradley on the floor for Arizona. Lewis, the drive, hangs in the air. Again, no whistle, except the ball touched that end line off of a Washington State Cougar. It's Arizona ball.
I'll tell you what, they're letting them play.
12 on the shot clock, under 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And Arizona can't even get the ball, and you got to credit Washington State's defense. They've done a fantastic job of scouting their sets, Greg, even out of bounds plays.
Bradley with the time mission.
Oh, it would jump their net rating big time. Arizona being the number 8 team in the country. They go down to California and play Stanford and Cal. Then they got Colorado and Utah at home, which is going to be 2 tough games.
Levis to catch off the inbound. 8 seconds to shoot. Jump hook falls off. Yakomowski clears it. Arizona's had a lot of good looks. Ball not going in this first half.
Well, that's all you can ask for Cleavis. One-on-one down there on the block. I'm not sure if he meant for that jump hook to go off the glass or straight in. He ended up missing it, but that's the kind of opportunity you want. No help.
And the Cougar turnover. Love turned down the 3. Little stutter into the paint. Chinyelu from the weak side. And a block. As Love had got inside, that ball looked like it was going to the rim.
Caleb was asking for a foul there, but I thought that was a good, clean block as we take a look at it again. Yeah, not much there body-wise, but Chinyelu's a fantastic shot blocker for a freshman.
22 blocks now on this season.
He's going to be a good player, Greg. You can just see his potential.
And Chinyelu picks up the personal foul.
He can't believe it.
I'll have to look at the lower end. It looked like maybe he was getting his thigh up under Lewis as he went up to try to shoot. You take a look.
I know he didn't leave the floor at all.
Now watch. He was up under him there.
There's a little bit of a hook as well.
It was.
Yeah. Surprising the way they've been letting them play. I'm surprised they blew the whistle on that one.
But think about F.A. Abagidi, Mohamed Gay, Kyle Smith really going to Africa and has a pipeline coming in here.
He does. He's doing a fantastic job of getting these great athletes.
And then coaching them up.
Come out. Yeah, coaching them up. Mohamed Gay stayed. It paid off for him. Drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. F.A. Abagidi left early. Went to the G League. I'm not sure if he's still down there, but I heard he was having some knee problems.
Lewis missed. 1 of 2. Wells the rebound.
Yeah, Arizona's just struggling offensively all the way around from the free throw line and from the field.
Washington State needing a field goal as well. It's been a while. Still up by 7. It's been a defensive battle to this point in Pullman.
Yeah, yes, it has.
And you know who that favors? The Crimson. Jones falling away. Baseline shot is off.
Yeah, Isaac kind of bailed himself out of that when he had a smaller guy on him. I would have liked to see him just attack the rim a little bit more instead of shooting the fall away, even though he does have that shot in his game. And look at the hands by Jalen Wells.
Rivas runs it down. No call. The lob to the rim and the finish. Great pass. Bradley.
Yeah, just great
with the bucket.
Great vision by Caleb Love keeping his head up through that lob from half court.
Cougars will drain the clock. There is about 4 seconds between the two.
Yeah, depending on when they shoot it, Arizona should be able to get a look at the basket if they can get the defensive rebound.
Cougars need a bucket. They're 1 of their last 7 from the floor. Got it to Jones. Drives and they'll shoot free throws.
That's a nice job by him, but not settling for a jump shot. Putting the pressure on Krivas. Getting the big fella to commit the foul.
Jones with 8 points. He's 4 of 4 from the line in the game.
Yeah, he hit him with that little stutter step.
Had a lot of space to work with.
He's a pretty crafty offensive player. He can put the ball on the floor from the perimeter and down on the block. He's got some nice moves, a soft touch. This is a fantastic pickup for Kyle Smith.
And that free throw is short.
Got 72% on the season.
He was due to miss 1. He'd made his first 4.
He's going to get fouled a lot in the course of this conference play, so he has to work on that after practice. Because he's going to be at the line a lot. He's a tough matchup down there in the paint.
Jones 1 of 2. Washington State up by 6.
Yeah, Arizona has 9.5 seconds to try to get a good look.
Wow. Boswell. And this foul is going to be on Miles Rice, who's slow to get up for the Cougars.
Yeah, you've had a couple of football references early in our game. I tell you what, that was like a football screen right there. I mean, he just ran into it. He tried to settle a little bit. On the replay, look, wasn't as bad as I thought live.
Kyle Smith doesn't believe the call. Just the 6th foul on Washington State, so Arizona doesn't get free throws, but they do have time with 7.3 to go. Boswell, Caleb Love down the lane to the rim and the finish. And there's the horn. Yeah, and Caleb Love sends Arizona to the locker room with some momentum.
That's a nice finish by the veteran. He thought he got fouled, Greg. He's asking for the having kick 3 is somewhat of a different shot. Boswell didn't score at all in that first half, Greg. I've seen his name in some NBA mock drafts, so he has to step it up as well.
It'll be Arizona basketball to begin. We're underway, second half. Greg Heister, Eldridge, Rick Kastner, Washington State up by 4 to begin. And that shot by Boswell short, but the offensive rebound and another chance for Arizona.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that knew he didn't score because he knows it as well. Tried to get himself going there.
Love, throw it to the rim. Johnson came up with it and calmly knocks it down for Arizona. 2-point game. I'm
with you, Greg. I wasn't sure if that Caleb Love, I wasn't sure if that was a shot or a lob, but I think that was a little bit of a floater. Keishad Johnson in the right place. But offensive rebound and putback.
Now look, Arizona's going to come at Washington State. Will they answer and perhaps Miles Rice, who did not have a big first half offensively, 4 points. He gets him going.
He's grimacing a little bit, Greg. I'm not sure if he got hit or something, but he's walking kind of gingerly too. That was a nice finish in the lane by him. A tough floater that he made look easy, but you can see his walk isn't right there.
And Rice now with 6 points. He's trying to work it out of that right leg.
Yeah, he's trying to shake it off. You know, no one wants to not be on the floor in a big-time game like this.
And that foul called on Oscar Clough, so he has to go to the bench with 3. And the deflection off the inbound by Jones. The Cougars take it away.
Yeah, putting the bigger guys on the inbound. Players paying off.
Rice. Boy, he got it back again. Ball came right to him.
Yes, it did.
And he'll drive on Larson. The deflection on the way, foul called. So maybe that's an indication of how the game's going to change. That perhaps not a foul in the first half.
Well, squeaky wheel gets the oil. So if Arizona was complaining about it, they definitely brought it to the officials' attention. But you look at Miles Rice, man. He doesn't settle for jump shots. For a young guy, that's impressive, Greg. He's going to keep that pressure on you, trying to attack the basket.
That's 3 on Larson, by the way. So Miles Rice, Hodgkin's lymphoma last season, medical redshirt. He's now in remission, one of the great miracles and stories in all of college basketball this season. It would have been great just to see Miles come back and play, but the fact that he's playing this well, he's in the discussion for the freshman of the year in the Pac-12.
And I think it's well deserved. He hit the ground running. I had a game early in the season against Washington State, was playing Prairie View, and I was just impressed. Didn't look like he missed any action at all to me to say he was out for 2 seasons.
38-32. Boswell, no-look bounce. Johnson off the glass, too hard. And a foul inside on Jones as Ballo was thrown out of there. So Isaac picks up his first personal foul, number 2 on Washington State.
Well, Keyshawn Johnson found a little hole in that zone. Nice little shot off the glass. Couldn't get it to go, but we might have more fouls called here in the first minute and a half than we did the whole first half.
I'm telling you, the game has changed. Follow the catch. Missed it. Got it back. That one falls off.
Yeah, that's unbelievable right there, Greg. 2 point-blank layups for Ballo, and he missed them both. I can't credit the defense on that because he should have made both of those shot attempts.
Wells knew he missed it when it left his hand, ran it down, got it to Jones, and the flush for Washington State. They're up by 8.
Yeah, Tommy Lloyd might have to take Ballo out of the game. I know that's his starting big fella, but he just doesn't seem to be up to it right now.
And this ties the largest lead of the game for the Cougars. Boswell into the corner. Johnson will run the baseline. Oh! He's met by Ruben Chinyelu at the rim.
Oh, I talked about Chinyelu's athleticism, and man, did he go up there and grab that one.
Rice out of control, and now a chance for Love. And there's the highlight we've been waiting for.
That's your guy, Greg. You love to see him take off, baby. Wow, 2 fantastic plays back-to-back. Ruben Chinyelu with one of the best shot blocks you're going to see. Oh, Keyshawn Johnson, one of the best athletes in the country.
Oh, man.
Get it out of here.
Rim.
Yes, he did.
And then Love at the other end. Here's Yakimovsky, free throw line jumper, short. Larson with the rebound. Arizona will run. Down the lane. Wells took it right away from him.
Yeah, nowhere to go for Taylor Larson. I'm not sure what he had in mind right there.
Rice leaves it for Jones. He can't handle the pass. Chinyelu picks it up, puts it through.
Yeah, all the balls are bouncing Washington State's way right now. Every last single one of them.
Washington State has matched Arizona's quickness in this game. Love, short on the 3, ran it down, left it, and hammered out of play by Ruben Chinyelu. But when you watch Arizona in the open floor and then the Cougars, it's even. And look at this.
And you won't see a better block than that. And that's all ball. He just grabbed it right out of his hand. Oh, the young fella, Ruben Chinyelu.
That's a Bill Russell kind of block there.
Yes, it was.
And Love on the drive was fouled before the shot.
I tell you what, Greg, the complaining by the Arizona staff made a difference, yeah. Because they definitely wasn't calling a foul like that in the first half.
Foul called on Jalen Wells. That's his first 3 on Washington State. Love, corner 3 on the way. That's off. Jones, the rebound.
Yeah, it's cold outside. It's been cold inside. So far. Wow.
Cougars running. Arizona not getting back on defense. The result, a flush by Jalen Wells. Our stat machine at statbroadcast.com has him at 2 of 11. Either way, it's not good.
Not good at all. And some of it's due to Washington State's defense, but Barlow had 2 point-blank layups that he just missed.
And then you had the dunk attempt that Chinyelu kept from getting to the rim.
What much shot that you got to credit the defense on that one.
You do.
Let's see if Barlow can get something going here.
Got to do it against Chinyelu. Can't get it to the rim.
And
but the foul called on Rubin.
And now all of a sudden we're getting a foul called on every possession.
And that's his third. So that's a big foul there. He'll have to come out, I would assume. That's 4 on Washington State.
Yeah, they're going to have to put big Oscar Clough back into the game.
Both Clough and Chinyelu now with 3 personal fouls.
Well, they're going small. They're bringing in straight numbers.
Barlow's free throw is off.
And you mentioned he was a 44% free throw shooter, so not a bad foul at all. Sending him to the line.
Chinyelu is out, so Kyle Smith loses the defense of Ruben Chinyelu, but he adds the three-point line with Jay Mullins. And Barlow 1 of 2 from the line. 9-point deficit for Arizona.
Yeah, they're going to try to pick up full court, see if they can change the momentum of this game, get some steals, get some baskets in transition.
Mullins was lucky there. He jumped in the air to get the ball. Or at least the pass to Rice, I should say. Here's Miles. Rice with 8 points. Hand off. Rice down the lane. Kick out to Wells. The drive by Wells. Bounce. Jones the flush. Good offense.
That's a nice job by Jalen Wells. Not forcing up the three. Put the ball on the floor with patience. Came to a good jump stop. And found a wide open Isaac Jones for the easy 2. You don't normally see holes like this in Arizona's defense.
Boswell still looking for his first field goal. He'll drive. Missed it. Followed the offensive rebound. He stripped, got it back. And there's the whistle, the foul on Jay Mullins.
Well, that drive right there has been the story of Arizona here today, Greg. They're just missing point-blank layups. Almost everybody on their team gets to the paint and can't finish. And some of it you have to credit to Washington State's defense, but they've had some point-blank layups that they're missing as well. Barlow had 2 of them back-to-back. I don't know if this is a lack of concentration or what's going on, but they're really, really struggling offensively.
Pelle Larsson the catch. Jaden Bradley on the floor for Arizona. So it's KJ Lewis. Barlow, the feed blocked from behind by Jones.
That's just a fantastic block shot right there. Big fella Barlow can't get anything going.
What a bounce. Jones can't finish. And great play by Jaden Bradley to secure the loose ball. Larson 3 on the way. Bingo.
I had a feeling that was going to be good, Greg, because that's a good rhythm shot for him. Nice penetration. Kick out to Larson for the wide open 3.
46-38. Larson now with 9 points. Barlow and Love each with 10. Jones spinning. Reversed it.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. It just completely lost Barlow. Barlow struggled on the offensive and defensive end, Greg.
Isaac Jones now leading everyone with 15 points.
He was so cool, calm, and collected on that play.
And the turnover. They tried to get it to Barlow, but look at the defense by Barlow. The better offense by Isaac Jones.
I mean, that little hezzy, then a fake spin, and then on the other side of the basket, he makes it look easy. He has some great footwork down there. That's nothing anybody's taught him. I just think that's natural to Isaac Jones.
Washington State back in front by 10.
If I'm Washington State, I'll go at the big fella again. Looks like that's what he's going to do.
Jones again, crossover. Can't finish this time, and it's off of Jones. It'll be Arizona ball, and is he dinged?
Oh, no, I hope he isn't injured. He was a little bit too casual with the rock that time. It looked like he might. Not sure what happened, but he's shaking it off. They have to clear a side, though. It was too much help on both sides that time. They got to clear a side for him.
I think Isaac will stay in the game.
There's no way Krivas can stay with him, Greg, if they clear out a side and let him take him off the dribble from the perimeter.
Krivas on the floor for Arizona again. 7'2". He's in the middle. Larson the lob, Krivas the catch, and the finish.
You can see that was the plan the whole time. That 7'2". He's able to just catch that ball over the top after a great seal, high-low pass.
Back to an 8-point Cougar advantage.
Yeah, kind of taking the crowd out of the game a little bit.
Wells, good defense by Bradley, but the whistle.
Yeah, Wells got lucky that time. He dribbled right into a double team. Fortunate enough to get fouled. Too much dribbling.
And here comes Oscar Clough for Washington State. Jones will get a rest. Well deserved. Should not be surprised about Washington State's ability to defend the rim. They average 5.4 blocks a game, 17th best in the country.
But Greg,
they're really good in there.
I'll tell you, it's been some of the best blocks that you're going to see, especially that one by Chinyelu.
They have 5 Cougars that have at least 10 blocks. Here's the turnover. Lewis will go to the rim, and he'll shoot free throws. Fouled by Mullins. Collision there with cameras under the backboard, but everyone all right.
Yeah, I'm not going to hop around it, but I'll mention it one more time. Arizona State, whatever they said to those officials, they got their attention. Because they're getting the calls here in the second half. And all of a sudden, if he knocks down these free throws, they have a chance to cut Washington State's lead to 6.
Lewis is 74% shooter. 1 of 2 today.
And it's the first one.
And it's 48-41.
6'4", 205 freshman.
Look, we began this broadcast asking you the question, is Arizona on a run to the Final Four? That's the beauty of the NCAA tournament. You got to prove that you can win all kinds of games. They average nearly 93 points a game. Can they come back and win a grinder? We'll find out today.
Yes, sir. You don't win the games on paper, Greg. That's the beauty of sports, man.
And now the defense dialed up by Lewis and Clough. A big screen, no whistle. Jakimovsky for 3. That's off.
That was a great look by him.
Boy, that's one of the most physical screens you'll ever see in this game. Love to the rim. Clough, the block shot, but came right into him. It'll be Arizona ball.
Yeah, you would think his teammate would yell out that screen is coming, but that's the old Detroit Pistons right there, man. Rick Mahart and Bill Laimbeer just dropping the wood on you. And the ref saying, yep, good screen. Wow.
K.J. Lewis appears to be just fine after that shot from Washington State.
Yeah, big Oscar Clough laid the wood on him.
Big Oscar.
Arizona has to penetrate these gaps, draw the defenders, and try to kick it, or shoot the floater like that by Caleb Love.
Wow.
And you're right, absolutely gorgeous.
4-point game. Love now with a dozen. Miles Rice. Jones back into the game for the Cougars. Corner, Jakimovsky. Big shot off the rim. Jones another rebound, and he'll shoot free throws.
That's a nice job of penetration by Miles Rice, finding Jakimovsky wide open. He has to knock down those shots, Greg, because that's a fantastic pass. That's his role, to be locked and loaded, ready to let it go.
Jones a rebound away from another double-double. He's got 4 on the season. He's got 15 points, 9 rebounds.
He's just a really good player, Greg, as I said in the pregame. A guy that averaged 19 points for Idaho last season. You wonder if he can come to the Power 5 level and do the same thing, and he's answered that question for me. I don't think he's selfish enough. He's too unselfish for me. Yeah, because he's a really good player. I think he can easily average 20 a night.
Got a great motor. He's very active.
Yeah.
And obviously skilled.
Yep.
Got a great touch at the line. Isaac Jones now with 17 points and making a name for himself in the Pac-12. 6-point Washington State lead. Love dribbled it off his foot. Bradley picked it up.
Yeah, he was lucky Brad. He was able to chase it down because that one was going to go out of bounds.
Love to drive. Poked away by Clough. Cougars on the run. Oscar the catch. He's stripped. Arizona back with it. Bradley into the lane. Jones there to contest. Foul called on Isaac Jones. That's his second.
You talk about up and down on both ends. Both teams are pushing the rock, trying to get to the
8 blocks, Eldridge.
Some fantastic ones. They stepped up to the challenge. The number 8 team in the country is in your building. And Washington State has shown us that they're ready for it.
Jaden Bradley on the line, gets the roll, sophomore from Rochester, New York, played at Alabama. Shooting 53% in Pac-12 play.
He hits them both, and they're picking up full court.
Good from the line, 4-point game. And that's what Arizona's got to do. They got to put pressure on Washington State. See if the Cougars can hold up to that pressure down the stretch of this game.
I'll tell you what, Greg, they're picking them up full court, man. They're picking them up 94 feet, making them work.
Wells working on Lewis, or the other way around, Lewis working on Wells. There's Miles Rice into the lane, scoop, too hard, kicked out. Caleb Love with it for Arizona. They can trim that 4-point deficit. Larson got inside, in and out. Another tough bucket for Arizona that doesn't go.
That's been the type of day it's been for the Wildcats. You know, right there at the rim with chippies, can't get them to go.
And right from the start, this game has been trending in favor of Washington State. They score about 73 points a game. They wanted this on the lower end. Arizona wanted to get out and run and get to 100.
Yeah,
Tommy Lloyd is 29-1 in his career with Arizona when they score 90.
I can't see him getting to that 92 points right now.
No way.
46.
And it's Arizona ball, and you can hear the fans of Washington State not agreeing with that call. Happened right in front of that Cougar bench. Kyle Smith doesn't agree. Another look. Yeah, certainly off of Pella Larson.
I can see why they're upset. You better not show them the replay.
Bradley handoff to Love. Yeah, under 11 to go.
Big possession right here for Arizona. Let's see if they can get a bucket.
Caleb Love to 3.
And they do.
Rattles in. Caleb Love with 15.
Well, the thing about him, Greg, is he's been in these moments. He's been in so many big-time games when he played at North Carolina. He's not going to be bothered by them being down a little bit. As Washington State takes a timeout, all of a sudden we got ourselves a 1-point game.
Kyle Smith wanting to talk things over. Arizona to within 1 point. It's better than 1,700 points in his illustrious offensive career.
You know, Greg,
he remains on the Wooden Award midseason list.
Yeah, you see him in person. He's got those broad shoulders and those long arms, man. Look like he can scratch his kneecap standing straight up.
He does, but I think the greatest asset's in the chest and that mind. He is strong-willed.
Yes, he is.
And courageous when it goes to the rim. 10 on the shot clock. Cougars a little out of sync here.
Yeah, that clock is winding down.
Rice going to take it alone. Goes that ball. Scoop shot goes. Big bucket for the Cougars.
That's what I'm talking about when I say he reminds me of Tony Parker. His ability to get to the basket. He's so quick. He just went around Barlow like he wasn't even there.
Arizona down by 3. KJ Lewis with the basketball. This is a deep 3 by Love. Janyelu, the rebound, back on the floor with 3 fouls for the Cougars.
Yeah, you're right. That was a contested shot. But it didn't bother him at all. He still took it.
Jones can't get pinned in that corner. Larson was there. They got it. Janyelu, the flush from the baseline. Wow. The elevation.
Right on the young fella, KJ Lewis's head. Oh, he's got some bounce, Greg.
Boy, he does.
Flexes to the camera.
Explosive finish.
Yeah.
Extends the lead back to 5. And Love fouled by Jalen Wells.
There's just a good, hard, aggressive trap on Isaac Jones right here, but he's able to get rid of it.
Great job by Wells to come to him, right?
Make his help available. Exactly, and not hide and stay far over on the opposite side of the court. That's a great point, Greg. He flashed for the ball and made that play possible.
So Caleb Love now at the free throw line, shooting his first free throws of the game.
That's surprising. Because he's been aggressive attacking the basket.
Well, and I'm sure that's one of the arguments that Tommy Lloyd made at halftime. That look, he goes to the rim 70% of the time. The guy's got to be at the free throw line eventually.
Well, they definitely got the officials' attention. He's at the line now.
This could make it a 3-point game. Love now with 17.
We wonder if fatigue is going to become a factor for Washington State as Arizona continues to pick them up full court.
Well, that's the hope for Arizona, right?
They want to wear you down. Yeah.
Just keep grinding away.
A lot of fans might not think about that, but fatigue definitely becomes a factor late in ball games.
And now a quick whistle inside. Is this on Bolo? I believe it is. In Chinyelu, we're battling away. So Umar.
I didn't see what happened, Greg. I was watching the play out here on the perimeter.
That's 4 on Arizona this half. 3 on Umar. Stays in the game for the time being. This is Yakimovsky in the corner. Chinyelu set the screen on Love. Miles Rice picked up the dribble. 8 on the shot clock. Wells. This is a deep 3 that's off. Jones battling for the rebound with Lewis. And they call it tie-up. And possession arrow gives it to Washington State.
Well, that's a shot that Jalen Wells has been making this season.
With 19 on the shot clock. So, ball certainly, well, they ruled that it touched the rim. So Rice will be inbounding. Here's Jones with the catch. Isaac. And he is fouled from behind.
Well, I'm not sure what Arizona's doing here, but that's a complete mismatch right there on the block for KJ Lewis trying to guard Isaac Jones. And they're going to leave him on it. So if I'm Washington State, I do the same thing again. Just throw the ball right over the top.
That was the first on Lewis. Shot for 3 is off. Bolo, big rebound. Love up court. And now Caleb with it again.
He's going to shoot down.
He can tie it. In and out. Chinyelu.
Yeah, Washington State got lucky. Chinyelu was on him for a second. Then he dropped back because he's not used to being out there on the perimeter guarding guards. And gave Caleb Love a wide open look.
Game's been tied 4 times. That 3 by Love would have done that. And now Arizona with another chance to trim or tie. Pella Larson into the lane. Jones there defensively to force him out. Pella.
Good job by Isaac keeping his feet, not leaving his feet.
Lewis. Offensive foul. Offensive foul.
Well, you can see the push off with the right arm. There's no doubt about that one.
Jalen Wells took the shot to the chest. Another look. Certainly got the elbow up.
Oh, he extended it big time. This is a move I used to like to do, but you got to know how to hold it. You can't extend it out, Greg. Because once you extend it out, it's clear for the ref to see.
So Lewis goes out with his second personal. That's 6 on Arizona. 1 more. And Washington State's in the bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah, with 8 minutes here to play, that's going to be huge.
Arizona already in the bonus. 8 fouls have been called on the Cougars. Yakimovsky, boy, good defense by Love.
He closed out quick, didn't he?
Yes. Shut that baseline off as Yakimovsky at 6'8" can go to the rim. And there's a foul on Pella Larson. That's number 4, I believe it is. That's 4 on Larson.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tommy Lloyd put Pella back on Isaac Jones because I've said it.
The Cougars now into the bonus. You still get the feeling that Washington State's going to have to prove that they can close Arizona out down the stretch.
Well, 7:45. I agree with you 100%. There's a lot of time left, and the first thing they got to do is knock down their free throws, and Isaac hit his first one. I'm 100% in agreement with you, Greg. This game is far from over. Washington State's played well, but Arizona, number 18 in the country, they're playing for bigger things than just this win.
1 of 2 for Jones. And speaking of free throws, in their victory against USC, Jones was 12 of 15 from the free throw line in that game. And the Cougars were big time from the line down the stretch in that game. Hit 14 of their last 15. Jones down the lane, off the glass. Loose ball goes out of play, and they give it to Arizona.
You know, Greg, I'm not sure why Barlow tried to save that ball. It was clearly off Isaac Jones. He tried to save it and throws it right to Washington State.
It's the Cougars now who are 2 of their last 10. But Arizona in a better than 2-minute scoring drought. Both teams badly need a bucket. Boswell picked up the dribble. Now Love.
He still hasn't scored. Boswell, that is. Still hasn't scored a bucket.
And he's 0 for 3. Johnson to the post, and Wells was holding Bolo, but not a bad play to Bud Umar at the free throw line.
44% from the free throw line. A very smart play. Good recognition by Arizona, seeing the mismatch. But you're absolutely right, Greg. I'm not disappointed in Jalen Wells for sending the big fella to the line.
Bolo 2 for 4 today. 10 points. He's got a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds.
He's missed some chippies, though. You know, if I'm Tommy Lloyd, I'm a little bit disappointed. I've been playing with my big fella in the paint offensively.
And good foul to roll.
Yeah. Very good foul by Jalen Wells.
Arizona now 9 of 15 from the line. Wells hounded by Bradley. Jones with it. The work on Johnson.
And this is the matchup they liked early in the game.
Somehow still got it to the rim as Johnson had contested the shot all the way up to give it to Arizona. Fans don't agree.
Well, Isaac lost that ball going up, had no choice but to just try to get it up on the glass. As you take another look at the replay, can't see who that one was off.
Rebound. Ballo will go back to the line as Boswell missed another shot. Got inside, got a good look at it. He's 0 for 4.
The entire Arizona Wildcats team has struggled here offensively. 50% coming into this game, Greg, averaging 92 points a game. Like I said, some of it you have to credit to Washington State, but they've also missed a lot of chippies.
Front end is good. This is one of the storylines that I think that will be interesting to watch down the stretch of the season for Arizona and into the NCAA tournament. In close games with Bolo being so much a part of your offense and your flow, can you keep him in the game late into games if it's close, knowing that he struggles from the line the way he does?
I agree with you 100% because you know teams are going to be more and more aware of it. They're going to put him on the free throw line, just like Washington State is doing here today.
Cougars closing in on 3 minutes and 30 seconds without a field goal. Wells bounce, great look. Yakimovsky missed it.
Yeah, that was a great look by Jalen Wells to cutting Yakimovsky.
Got to dunk that.
Yeah, he's got to finish it somehow.
Skip to the corner, and Arizona turns it over. Just their 9th of the game, but that's a tough spot to do that.
Yeah, it's a bad pass by Bradley because Boswell was wide open. He was going to get a fantastic look. Had a wide open 3. He knew it, though. He said, my bad, as soon as he threw it.
This game's been tied 4 times, all of those ties coming in the first half and early. It's been Washington State
you can see
in the lead for most of the game.
Isaac Jones was trying to go one-on-one right there. He just lost the ball.
Rice missed it. Johnson clears it. And Boswell with his head up. You know he wants one.
Yeah, he's looking for it.
Love fake the 3, drive, reverse.
Ooh, that was sweet, Greg. You like that guy, man. I know you love, don't you?
You not like that guy.
Yeah, he made that look easy. Just a really, really sweet reverse layup by Caleb Love.
And Rice is stripped by Bolo, foul called. And that'll be number 4 on Umar Bolo.
As we take another look at Caleb Love right here. It's a sweet reverse layup, man. Ain't that look routine?
Well, he's going right at Isaac Jones, too, as a legitimate shot blocker.
He's got that it factor about him. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
And, you know, he's a versatile weapon. To shoot the 3, he puts the ball on the deck and goes to the rim as well as anybody in all the college basketball.
The thing I love about his game, seeing him for the first time in person, Greg, is he doesn't settle for the 3, though. I mean, he could have probably shot that one if he wanted to, but you're right. His ability to get to the cup and finish either with a dunk or a gorgeous reverse like that, not a lot of guys play that way.
And now Washington State missing from the free throw line, and Arizona can take their first lead since 18:01 left in the first half when they led 7-6. 3 on the way, and it's Caleb Love giving Arizona their first lead in forever.
You think he's afraid to take the big shots? I don't think so.
Leading his team.
Well, I think the beauty of a guy like Caleb Love is no matter what he's shooting from the field, he has the confidence that he's going to make them when the game is on the line down at the end. And that's all. That makes all the difference in the world, Greg. People talk about stats all the time, but there's some guys that don't want that ball in crunch time.
Arizona on a 19-7 run right now. We talked about those 10-0 runs. 19-7. Washington State needs to show they're ready for the challenge. Jones, the drive and the finish. Tied at 57.
Well, that's too easy. Barlow saw him coming the whole time. He needs to step over there and help because Isaac Jones is too good. He just let him turn the corner and go straight to the basket for a layup.
Now the pressure grows at Beasley Coliseum. Bradley hangs and hits.
Man, how about that shot? He just was as calm, as cool, like it was the first 2 minutes of the game. Big time bucket by Bradley.
Jaden Bradley with 6. Arizona back in front. Wells trying to get open. Hand off to Miles Rice. Had the screen, turned down the shot.
They're going to try to ISO Isaac Jones down here on the block against Johnson is what I'm guessing.
Here's Oscar Clough. He's at the free throw line. 4 to shoot. Wells, shot on the way. That's good.
It's a nice shot by Jalen Wells. Took his time, didn't rush the shot that time. Stopped on a dime and knocked down the 15-foot jump shot.
And now we've had 7 ties in the game. Johnson turns it over.
Yeah, good idea, but bad pass. Didn't have enough heat on that one.
Miles Rice directing the traffic. Clough sets the screen. Boswell trailing. Rice open 3. Big shot, Miles Rice.
Yeah, buddy. Doesn't look like a freshman right there to me, Greg.
No. Rice.
Oh, the Rice is starting to cook.
Under 3 to go in Pullman. Boswell. Here's Caleb Love. Beyond the free throw line, missed everything.
Oh, he
Johnson
that one.
threw it off of Wells.
Yeah, that's surprising right there, Greg. He squeezed it, man. Ended up shooting the air ball. Caleb Love.
Got a timeout on the floor. 2:47 to play. One of the best freshmen in the pack.
He hit before. Isaac Jones at a different level over at Idaho. But Caleb Love coming from North Carolina, 22 points. I'm not surprised at all, Greg. These are the 2 leaders for their ball club.
8 to shoot. Pella Larson on the floor with 4-3 on the way short. Love the rebound. The putback won't go, but he's fouled by Andre Yakimovsky. That's his first. That's 10 on Washington State. And Arizona will shoot 2.
Well, how about Caleb Love just finding different ways to score the basketball. This time Larson takes the 3, and he can see that it's off. He beat everybody to that rebound. As we go to the free throw line.
Really good free throw shooter is Love, and using all of the rim and the glass there. 62-60.
Yeah, he's a 86% free throw shooter, as you mentioned. He's got a lot of confidence, man. You can just see the way he moves on the floor. He's a confident guy.
Love left that one short, falls off.
How about that? The broadcaster's jinx. As soon as we give him credit, he misses it.
That was the Rickastner jinx, not the broadcasters. That was the Rickastner jinx.
There's a big possession right here for Washington State. Let's see if they can get a bucket. Look like they're trying to find Isaac Jones down there on the block.
Miles Rice using the dribble. And now Jones with 7. At Ballo, creating space, stripped. It'll be Washington State ball, but with just 3 on the shot clock.
Yeah, initially it was Pella Larson, I think, guarding Isaac Jones, and then ended up being a switch off with him and Ballo. But now they're going to have a guard on him. I just throw that ball over the top to Isaac Jones and let him go to work.
Jones spins, got it away, and it falls in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Arizona's doing defensively. They keep putting guards on Isaac Jones, one of the best big guys in the conference, Greg.
And that shot long. Boswell missing another. Yakimovsky the rebound. Under 2 to go. Cougars up by 4 with the ball.
I'm going to Isaac Jones again.
And Boswell trying to take it away from Rice.
Yeah, he's harassing Rice out there. Finally, the refs call the foul.
And there's the whistle.
A little bit of frustration, I think, setting in. Hasn't scored at all. Here today talking about Boswell.
There wasn't a millisecond left for Isaac Jones, and he got it to the rim.
But Greg, they're matching him up against a guard right there on the block, man. Just throw the ball over the top to him. That's just too easy for him. He's too good of a player.
Miles Rice, an 83% free throw shooter, 4 of 5 today. His team up by 4. Make it 5.
This young man is just cool as they come. He's not rattled at all. It's the type of things you look for from freshmen if they get the shakes late in the games against the good teams. And I haven't seen any shake at all from him.
1 of 2 for Miles Rice. That one rattled out. 5-point game.
Arizona needs a bucket right here. So I'm assuming they're going to run something for Caleb Love. They got him in his high pick and roll.
Boy, a deep three. Quick shot. Caleb Love from downtown. He's got 26.
Yeah.
And wow.
You can just see he's been here before, man. He's been here before. You know they're going to go.
In Pac-12 play, but more importantly, it would give them that signature win, a win that you can hang your hat on. And as we get closer to March and you're building your resume, man, does that look big.
And not only that, Greg, this catapults your team's confidence, you know, when you beat one of the top teams in the country.
Kyle Smith, 1-6 against Arizona as the head coach at Washington State. That one victory a year ago in Tucson when they beat a top 5 ranked Arizona team that day. Wells to the post. Jones. Jump hook short. Oh, he got the bounce in the roll.
Oh, you talk about
the touch.
Talk about a shooter's bounce right there. But that's the guy I will go to every time down for the rest of this game if I'm Washington State. And on this end, this is the cat right here with the ball. Caleb Love.
Jones now with 24. Bradley the drive. Free throw line jumper fouled by Yakimovsky. That is number 2 on Andre. And Bradley will shoot free throws. But watch this. And the crowd got so quiet in anticipation watching that ball bounce on the rim. I mean, and then the explosion as it falls through.
That's about the best shooter's bounce you're going to see. I didn't think that ball had a chance to go in when he first left his hand. But that's been a matchup that Kyle Smith's liked since the beginning of the game.
Bradley.
Johnson on Isaac Jones. He loves that matchup.
Keep going to it.
I would.
So the defense can shut it down.
Arizona's going to have to send some help.
Jaden Bradley just 5 of 8. Only has taken 8 free throws coming into this game. And today he's 4 for 4. And it makes it a 1-possession game at 67-65.
Well, I'm not sure what Arizona's going to do right now because they're going small. They're taking Barlow out of the game. And now Johnson is going to guard Clough, and Larson is going to be on Isaac Jones.
Catch by Wells. Lewis fouls him. KJ can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Not after that first half when it was letting them bang, bang, bang. That seemed to be really ticky-tacky at this point in the game.
And this puts Jalen Wells, the junior.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the foul there, Greg. Did you see?
Happened right in front of us.
I didn't see any contact.
I didn't see any contact either. Wells, an 83% shooter. His first free throws of the game. None bigger in his short Cougar career than these.
Yeah, this young man is just becoming a bigger part of what Washington State does every time I see him play. As the season is going along, he's been a big-time role player for him.
This to make it a 2-possession game.
He hits it.
Jalen Wells clutch at the line. 52.5 to go. Love wanting the ball. He's got it. Caleb Love with 26. Looking for more. Hangs and hits.
Man,
69-67.
Does he make some tough shots, Greg, like they're nothing? Big-time performance by Caleb Love.
It's like there's nobody else on the floor. He just takes the ball, finds his spot, connects.
Yeah, he's good. He is good, no doubt about it.
Miles Rice to the elbow. Jump shot. Miles Rice with 16. Back to a 4-point Cougar lead. Timeout.
Folks, that's not rice cooking in a rice cooker. That's rice cooking on.
Get it in under the Cougar basket. Kyle Smith 1-6 in his Cougar career against Arizona. A victory in Tucson. A chance to get a second here today. Bradley left it for Johnson. 3 on the way. Off the glass and goes.
Hey, he didn't call glass, but I know he'll take it.
15.2 to go. 1-point Cougar lead. They got to get it in.
Yes, they do.
Wells.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul.
And Miles Rice fouled by Caleb Love. That's just the first on Caleb. Oh, my. How about this from Keyshawn Johnson, a guy who's been in every situation in his career, too.
And you know what, Greg? I just love the fact that you got to give yourself a chance, man. You never know. I know he didn't plan on shooting that off the glass, but that's what happens when you give yourself a chance. That's
the thing. The distance wasn't right, but it was still on line. When it's on line, you always give yourself a chance for it to go in.
Miles Rice, 83% free throw shooter at the line, but these are a little bit different at this point in the game. Let's see if he's still cool.
Miles 5 of 7 today.
Oh, yeah.
72-70.
Didn't look like he had any nerves at all, Greg.
Very quiet at Beasley Coliseum with Miles Rice at the line. This to make it a 3-point game with 11.9 to go. No timeouts. Rice hits them both. And now Arizona will go.
They just can't foul.
Johnson back to Caleb Love. Will Love shoot it? Step back three on the way. Off the right of the rim. Rebounded by Jones. Rice with the ball. The Heat to the other end. And Washington State holds on to defeat number 8 Arizona. 73-70.
Greg Heiser, all I